at Snetterton.
Number 11 car. High as well on Tom Cockrell and Dominic Mansberger.
That's the only problem though, once you now, if we've got a bank almost be like that one.
Or is it Adam West? No, it is. It's Adam West. Okay, so Adam West is in second place. Hugo Bush. I think he's down in 4th or 5th position, so that doesn't do his championship hopes any good at all. So Flanagan from Bush. 3rd place, it looks to be Tom Cockrell. Tom going to start in 3rd place in 4th. Richard Sanders 32 and 7 on row 11, and then bizarrely from row 12 back, majority on Ford Escort.
Attention paddock, attention paddock. Attention paddock, could we have the cars, the assembly area please for race 12, Avon Tyres, National Formula Ford. All cars, the assembly area now for race 12.
This is just going to have that little bit more work to do by the looks of it, starting from the pit lane, as ever.
Yeah, there's lots of room.
Telling to watch Rod Burley's progress. We can also expect Mountain Wine to make up some positions. Red flag race, however, we've got red flags on the circuit, so the race is going to be paused. They have it.
Sounds so different, doesn't it?
See if anyone else was involved in that one. We've Piers Gray in the 56 car on the pole position. Ashley Shellswell also freed off Eddie Raven, so he will join him on the front row. Side by side in the it'll be Jack Gann in the 59. Jack Gann in the 59. Then unfortunately we're missing everyone else back to Martin Reynolds in 7. So it's Gann. 3rd place row 2. All the way back to row 4. Running slightly defeated numbers. Shellswell's had a moment. Shellswell's down to the very back of the grid there. He's had a spin. The Mountain Wide and Rod Burley both very cautiously picking their way through the Fiestas. That's quite the power advantage out back. Looks as though we've had some positions gained for Rod Burley again.
Jeff Harrison second there,
Both
half of
Rod
one
and
lap from
Malcolm
the
Wise
back.
are making their way through the order in the Escort Posies. To start 26th on the grid and will have been in the teens off the line given... I think we might have had a moment down at Murray's, have we? No, we haven't. Is that the 22? Yes, it is. What an amazing start for the race from the 22 of Harris. And then you've got the Fiesta in second place of Boehm. It's Grange in third place, Piers Grange. Where is Jack Gads? Malcolm was making up the positions very handily. But unfortunately, it seems that progress has come to a halt. Ron Burley is already into the top 10 and making up more and more places. There goes Malcolm Wise. It's a escort from a Fiesta at the head of the order. Oh, they're having a brilliant race at this stage. Ron Burley is now up to 7th or 8th place. Ron is running well. We'll drive escort. Harris heads down towards Agostini with a clear advantage. He was already 7 seconds ahead of Boehm across the line, and I think that's only extending. James Harris clearly liking these wet conditions, so second place is Boehm, third place is our pole sitter Piers Grange. Then in fourth, it is now Ron Burley. It'll be a telling lap for Ron. Currently all the way down to 12th position. Still in 10th though, is Jack Gadd. With only 3 minutes and 15 to go, it's going to be nigh on impossible for Ron to get to the win, but I think a podium is just a matter of time as he closes in on Alex Boehm going through Palmer. The imposing black and blue escort. Michael's up to the back of the Fiesta, and I think Burley's going to have the move done by the time they get to Agostini. Yeah, Ron Burley through into third position. Boehm's had a good run here, but been demoted out of the podium places down to 4th.
Yes.
Ron Burley has done an admirable job getting up to third position, but can he get Piers Grange before the end of this race? Just heading out to Palmer now.
Right, there's James in
Harris
first.
is already at Agostini, I should say.
There's second.
He's definitely been closed in on by both Grange and Burley as the conditions improve. 2 seconds slower than both Grange and Burley, and actually Grange was quicker. And it's going to be a momentous win for James Harris. Harris, who have started right down at the rear end of the order, found himself right up at the sharp end by the time they got to Orgies on the first lap. And by the time we get to the last lap on the centre straight, he is our winner. A great result for James Harris, the underdog, defeats the firepower in the wet weather.
Fast, the best 2:30.
Here's Grange crosses the line in second, and Ron Burley ends up coming home a distant third place. But he'll still be fairly happy with the podium, given the troubles that car has had.
What was I saying about James in the wet
since the race on Saturday evening. Jack Gadd will cross the line in 4th place, so Boehm got hit to the line in 4th as well.
Mate, honestly,
but it's the Class C win for car number 124.
Oh, wow.
Alex Boehm will be happy enough.
But as you say, they're touching back to...
Well, I mean, what can you say? What can you say? More like it. More like that guy in that orange one with the bad men. No, I don't think he would. No, I don't think he would have done that.
A bit, but not fast enough.
And nor was Burley. Burley was third. Don't realise how slick they probably do that. Yeah. I'm talking at one point, I so many times in 5 minutes, like, full on, like, run out a lot, like, well, I just, and then I look and I'm like, what am I doing? I just need to calm down. It's the nuts, James. You know what, that's
halfway up and they re-bridge it.
Feels good.
Hang back then.
I'm sweating, mate. Cheers, mate. Nice one, mate. No, like you say, it just makes all of the practice. I bet it was good to watch where you were.
Yeah, it was good. It was slippery coming round onto the straight, and the corner onto the straight, it was literally at one point.
Wide as they run down towards the hairpin, and a little bit of contact. The number 15, the number 5 car of Ray Harris, Lewis Smith there, getting a bit too close for comfort. It's Harris in the lead, a little connected car. But Harris is through the lead our pole sitter down to second place. He's followed by Lewis Smith in the 24 car. However, it's a very nice car indeed. It's Harris that leads the way then. Then there's quite a gap back to Smith, who's under pressure now from Mountain Blackman. Blackman to the inside at Agostini. He just about stopped in time for the apex, but he didn't manage to claim second place. He didn't have the speed he needed. And now he's under pressure from his front row staff in front. Smith. White dots behind him in second place is only getting smaller. Lewis Smith in second. Daniel closing in. Daniel actually dives up the inside of Agostini. And he manages to make it stick. Good move from Daniel, but he just overcooks it on exit. Not a bit too much from the New tyres on the car. Running angle. Still side by side between the six, and I think Daniel is just about. Harris through Palmer, so committed on corner exit there, really was testing the limits of the rear tyres. See whether our pole sitter Smith and try and Harris now. Certainly Daniel has the pace this morning. Red flag. Can he close in on Harris now that he's not having to try and fight up? Class A runners have the advantage in one lap pace. Number 13 is the compact on that car in the Class B. It's always matched in and right from the protein.
Oh, that one is, isn't it?
Stuart Day, Rory Jose, some of the cars at the sharp end of the order in race one, and massive shame that Piers Grade isn't present on the front row of the grid. But we're still going to see what will likely be a scrap between Jack Gadd and Rod Burley at the sharp end of the order, unless James Harris can really pull a hand down his bag. They're underway, and it looks as though it's going to be Rod Burley with the flying start. Yes, Rod Burley into the lead, and maybe into second place goes Ashley Shelswell. Oh, he almost gets his nose cut off there by the 22 of James Harris. I believe it's Burley from Gadd at the sharp end of the order. Very exciting blue oval machines out there. Looks like Gadd might be going for second place here as they run towards Murray's. Wasn't quite able to find the way behind the escort though. About his luck at Snetterton or lack thereof. Gap to me as they come through Coram for the third time. Burley. See what the gap is this time. It's just 1.5 seconds, and Jack Gadd's last lap was a 2:04.6. Actually set personal best lap of the race at 2:05.959. I think may have switched the wick up a little bit on the escort WRC. He is suddenly going a second a lap faster now that Jack Gadd is going quicker, is looking larger in the rearview mirrors. Spectacular car. That's a bit of a clash of generations with Malcolm Wise's much newer escort Cosworth, but that could be very exciting to watch. In favour of Rod Burley, it is at the head of the order. 3.1 seconds now the gap between Burley in the lead and Jack Gadd in second. Burley again lapping quicker than Gadd, whose pace has dropped off quite significantly over the last couple of laps. Just wondering if Jack Gadd may have an issue. There's a car slowing. Coming down. Is that Rod Burley? Yes. I'm hesitant to call this wrong for any certain, but going quicker than his main adversary, Jack Gadd. Down to 9th place from 6th. It's not much better for Tony Max Beaver, who's found himself demoted to 7th place. Mountain Wise is 4th. Lap of the race. Several questions I'm asking, we hope to have answered here. The principal one, whether Rod Burley will make it to the finish line. The car has been ill health by the looks of it, and he hasn't appeared ahead of Malcolm Wise, so I think that Rod Burley may have stopped the car again. which is a big shame for his weekend. No, Rod hasn't Bristol before, but certainly past experience, he was saying Snetterton. Funnily, he's driving well. Heading to the final corner of Murray. 23 seconds to go. Jamie Harris, who of course won the race earlier in wet conditions, has done an admirable job to stay in the overall podium here. Firepower of some of those around him on the timing screen. Harris has done a great job. With just one lap to go, it looks like he'll be in third place. I think Gad should just about be able to have this one. Last time at Murray's first race, at least, he was trying to win. And this time, as he comes across the line to take the win, Jack Gadd with a victory. Currently registered on the timing screen as 14th position. Well, I think he may have fallen further back than that as well. Birdie's going to finish outside of the top 15, but looks like he is. Here comes our final place on the podium now for James Harris. He does, but then
managed to sort of keep enough of a lead to keep them at bay. So yeah, absolutely over the moon with that.
And then third on this race, I mean, you've had a really good weekend.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's nice to have a bit of good luck because I missed most of qualifying with a misfire. Lost all the race one for the same reason, but managed to fix it for this morning, and it's all sort of come good. Actually, my clutch cable has literally just broke now, so I think the luck's on my side, so I can't really argue with that.
Oh, well done. Great. Good to see you put it over the big boys.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay, that's James Harris, who, as we know, had a great win earlier on today. And I think his clutch cable has just gone as he put it in to actually stop to speak to me, because it was either that or run me over, and the clutch cable was bust. So I'm glad we got to speak to him, because that was a great giant killing win this morning, and so it was good to actually be able to speak to James Harris after that. So Adam, I'll hand back to you, because we've now got the Autumn Trophy for the Academy runners.
Hello, mate.
You want me to take yours? That's right. Oh, cool. Oh, did you hear what? Was you walking past it?
Well done, mate.
It's either that, or rather than look around. If it was good,
Yeah, I know, yeah. I've got it on the commentary of all that. So, yeah. Chocks there if you need it.
James, we've got to go. Say goodbye.